हेलो, नमस्कार, गुड आफ्टरनून। माय नेम इज तन्वी खुराना और आप हमें देख रहे हैं स्वयं प्रभा के चैनल नंबर 31 किशोर मंच पर। और आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक वेरी इंफॉर्मेटिव टॉपिक के बारे में, और टॉपिक है विजुअल्स इन द पेडागोजी ऑफ हिस्ट्री टीचिंग। इस टॉपिक पर चर्चा करने के लिए हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं हमारी एक्सपर्ट प्रोफेसर गौरी श्रीवास्तव।
हेलो,
वेलकम मैम।
वेलकम, नमस्कार
मैम और मैं बहुत जल्दी ये टॉपिक शुरू करने वाले हैं और हम विजुअल्स के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। तो मैं बता दूं कि विजुअल्स जो हैं, चाहे वो किसी भी सब्जेक्ट के लिए हो, मैथ्स के लिए, हिस्ट्री, इंग्लिश या इवन हिंदी, जो लैंग्वेजेस हैं, अगर हम विजुअल्स यूज करते हैं तो टेक्स्ट और विजुअल्स से जो कॉम्बिनेशन बनता है, उससे जो समझ आता है वो एक डिफरेंट एक्सपीरियंस होता है। तो इसी पर आज हम चर्चा करेंगे और हिस्ट्री लर्न करेंगे विजुअल्स और टेक्स्ट के जरिए। तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं। और उससे पहले मैं बता दूं कि हमारी जो एक्सपर्ट हैं प्रोफेसर गौरी श्रीवास्तव मैम इज द हेड ऑफ द डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ एजुकेशन इन सोशल साइंसेज, और मैम से बेहतर विजुअल्स के बारे में हमें शायद कोई नहीं बता सकता। तो चलिए शुरुआत करते हैं। मैम, आप हमें विजुअल्स कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे?
तन्वी, विजुअल्स एक बहुत अहम चित्र हम इसको कह लें
जी।
और जब भी आप कोई भी पाठ्य पुस्तक देखते हैं तो आपको कंटेंट और विजुअल्स दिखते हैं, क्योंकि दोनों को सम्मिलित करके बच्चों को हम बताते हैं तो वो पाठ बहुत ही रोचक होता है। बच्चे उसको ध्यानपूर्वक पढ़ते हैं और खुद भी चित्र बनाते हैं।
हाँ जी।
तो visuals have the power of creativity, they have the power of imagination,
True.
they have the power to recall। और मैंने जब आने के पहले इस पे थोड़ा अध्ययन किया तो मुझे लगा अतीत को तो हमने देखा नहीं है, लेकिन अतीत के बारे में अगर हम जानना चाहें तो अगर केवल हम उसको पढ़ें तो उसमें इतना आनंद नहीं आएगा और शायद समझने में भी लगेगा, मोनोटनी आ जाएगी। तो अगर चित्र भी जुड़े उससे तो वी गेट ट्रांसपोर्टेड टू अ वर्ल्ड ऑफ इमेजिनेशन।
राइट।
एंड फॉर मी दीज विजुअल्स आर इम्पोर्टेंट बिकॉज व्हेन वी सी अ विजुअल इट हैज component of motivation. It also arouses our emotional sensitivity.
True.
Because suppose I talk about a monument and I say that the monument has been built on a particular point of time, but if I see the monument and I talk about preserving it, it has a different impact. And therefore, visuals are important because they decode the inner and the outer world. Before beginning on stating the importance of visuals in teaching and aiding, assisting as well as on assessment, I would like to put my thoughts on it. आप भी इसको समझिए और आप खुद महसूस करेंगे कि विजुअल्स का होना कितना ज़रूरी है। तो एक छोटी सी कविता मैं आपके सामने रखना चाहती हूँ। Visuals are creative expressions synchronizing the inner world with the outer, went out thoughts, ideas and belief, mirroring the selfhood, outlet, windows to the external world, makes the audience reflect, ponder and understand the identity of the creator. Take forward, improvise, code, decode, messages, pictures, design, curating, chiseling, creative expressions, going into shaping the edifice, future landscape of our existence. So this is the power. Today if I have to do an assignment and I have to present it before you, if I just make a PowerPoint presentation which I have done और मैं आपके साथ शेयर भी करूँगी, अगर उसमें चित्र हो तो क्या आपको आनंद नहीं आएगा? चित्रों की भूमिका तो बहुत है। मैं कोई भी शोध कार्य करती हूँ तो सबसे पहले मैं दस्तावेज देखती हूँ, साथ साथ देखती हूँ कि इसका वर्णन कैसे किया है। और कई बार हमें केवल दस्तावेज से पता तो चलता है, लेकिन कल्पना की दुनिया भी बड़ी अजीब है। और जब आप कल्पना करने लगे तो आप खुद एक मेंटल चित्र बनाने लगते हैं। और उसको मैं ज़रा शेयर करना चाहती हूँ जिसको हम कहते हैं बिल्डिंग अ कॉन्सेप्ट मैप इन द टीचिंग एंड लर्निंग ऑफ हिस्ट्री। आप इसको अपने विषय से जोड़ सकते हैं, क्योंकि ये विज्ञान से भी जुड़ सकता है, ये इतिहास से भी जुड़ सकता है, ये भूगोल से भी जुड़ सकता है। फ़र्ज़ करिए हमने कोई एक मॉन्यूमेंट देखा और आप उसको एक मेंटल मैप के हिसाब से उसके बारे में जानना चाहते हैं, तो सबसे पहले किस चीज़ का मॉन्यूमेंट है, व्हाट डज द मॉन्यूमेंट रिप्रेजेंट, उसको आप इस डायग्राम के माध्यम से बता सकते हैं। दूसरा प्रश्न जो आप पूछेंगे अपने मन से वो है व्हाट डू दे रिप्रेजेंट, वो मॉन्यूमेंट आपको क्या दिखाता है, हु पेट्रोनाइज्ड इट, एक सवाल आप करेंगे और आप कभी नहीं भूलेंगे जब आप इसका जवाब ढूंढेंगे। दूसरा, वो कौन सी धातु थी, व्हाट वाज द मटेरियल दैट वाज यूज्ड। और आज के संदर्भ में अगर आपने इस कॉन्सेप्ट कंटिन्यूटी और चेंज के बारे में जानकारी हासिल करने की कोशिश की, तो आप ये देखेंगे कि हमारे ऐतिहासिक काल में जो भी मॉन्यूमेंट्स बने थे वो किस धातु के, किस मॉन्यूमेंट्स के क्या क्या चीज़ों को यूज़ किया था और आज के संदर्भ में क्या यूज़ किया है, आप कभी नहीं भूलेंगे। इसी तरह से उसकी रख रखाव के लिए हाउ डू वी प्रिजर्व एंड कंजर्व इट एंड व्हाट इज द रेलेवेंस इन द कंटेम्प्रेरी टाइम। बहुत सारे ऐतिहासिक मॉन्यूमेंट्स आपने देखे होंगे, यू हैव फोर्ट्स, you have gardens, you have buildings, public and common buildings, so many, and we keep visiting. You can also see some sculptures, and it comes to your mind, who was the person sculpting?
True.
And making it look so alive. This is the power of the visual as well as something that we really do not know. It is the emotion that is displayed, and therefore when you see a beautiful sculpture, many times it looks very lifelike, and then we start imagining, and once you relate the text and context, the assessment also becomes easy. It doesn't come as something separate.
True.
They all have a very close bonding, and therefore when you visualize it through a concept map, I'm sure you will definitely recall, and when you give us any sort of an assessment, it could be multiple choice, it could be short answer question, it could be an essay type, that visual map in you will help you to decode the thought that is there, and you will be able to tackle that answer very creatively.
Our brain works with the visuals pretty
That's right.
Carefully.
That's right.
And clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. So I remember when I hadn't seen Taj Mahal and I saw the picture, it was so catchy that I asked my parents to take me there, and we went there. So that's how I connected with the visual, and actually I learned something.
That's right. That's how the connectivity gets established. It's also a sense that motivates us to go for a field visit.
Yes.
For example, if I am a teacher and I want to take my students for a field visit, I will start planning, and I will not just take my students there, but I will ask them, why don't you make a map? And when you give such an exercise, it's absolutely fantastic, because you don't forget. Then the sensitivity of conservation and preservation gets decoded. This is the power of linkages that a map like this visually can be drawn.
True.
Yeah.
Ma'am, so you read the poem. Let me just first say it's very beautifully written, but you didn't mention who wrote it, and so I'm just curious, because there was a line that you were forced to think about the identity of the curator.
Well, I have composed it, and I think there are many rhythms that come when poets write, sometimes the identity is known, sometimes the identity is not known, and it's always said anonymous. So yes, it is not anonymous. I just wrote it because I felt for it.
That's
then
such a nice one, and actually it helped, because I was curious that who has written it, and you did not mention the name of the author at all. So, okay, that served the purpose.
Yeah.
Ma'am, my next question would be, of course, about visuals. So, how many types of visuals are there?
Yeah. Now, there are several types of visuals. For example, you have cartoons which has element of humor as well as satire. आप कोई भी कार्टून्स देखें तो क्या हम हंसते नहीं हैं? और जब हम कार्टून्स को पढ़ते हैं तो उसमें एक सटीक सा मैसेज भी आता है, चाहे वो खुशी का हो, दर्द का हो, और चाहे वो हमें कुछ सिखाता हो। मैं आपको कुछ दिखाना चाहूँगी जो मैंने अपने शोध कार्य में कलेक्ट किया है। आप भी देखिए और आगे आप कलेक्ट भी ना करिए, आप खुद बना सकते हैं। तो कुछ जो मैं आपको दिखाना चाहूँगी वो ये है।
टाइप्स ऑफ विजुअल्स की कैटेगरीज में कार्टून्स आ सकते हैं,
हाँ,
पेंटिंग्स आ सकते
हाँ
हैं।
बिल्कुल, टाइप्स ऑफ विजुअल्स में कार्टून्स आ सकता है, पेंटिंग्स आ सकते हैं, डायग्राम्स आ सकता है, क्योंकि डायग्राम के माध्यम से, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मुझे आपको बताना है कि पैदावार किस साल में क्या थी, तो उसके लिए अगर हमने केवल आंकड़े लिखे और हमने कोई चित्र नहीं बनाया, कोई ग्राफ नहीं बनाया, कोई इलस्ट्रेशन नहीं बनाया, तो समझ में मुझे लगता है सुविधा और होगी और वो रोचक भी बनेगा और वो हम कभी भूलेंगे नहीं। तभी कई बार आप देखते हैं कि किताबों में और कई बार प्रेजेंटेशन में उसको हम ग्राफिकली यूज़ करते हैं, ग्राफ्स करते हैं, पाई चार्ट यूज़ करते हैं, कई बार हम उसको फ्लो चार्ट के माध्यम से भी बता सकते हैं। तो अन्य तरीके हैं डायग्राम को के माध्यम से किसी विषय को बताना जी। और विजुअल अपील उसका होता भी है, साथ साथ आप समझ सकते हैं, और दूसरा आप अपनी भाषा में उसकी प्रस्तुति कर सकते हैं। एनालिटिकल एंड क्रिटिकल स्किल्स आर ऑल्सो डेवलप्ड इफ वी इंटीग्रेट विजुअल्स इन द टीचिंग एंड लर्निंग प्रोसेस. There is another thing to a visual, that if we go and see visuals, there are paintings, as you said. We go to a cave, and the earliest we know was the cave painting. Yes. And when we see that painting, there is a sense of knowing that what people were thinking about what they wanted to show. Yeah. And every painting, when it is read, also throws light on the society at that particular point of existence. And therefore you find in many of the textual material, even ours, we use visuals with questions because we want the children to ponder, reflect and analyze. Okay. So visuals could be that, paintings could be one, and you know how paintings, we have eminent painters in India who but Amrita Shergill was a noted painter, and her paintings on women are still something that we all remember and recall how she beautifully drew them. Painting also has several questions. What was the scheme of color used? And many of our painters, well known, you know, they made visuals look alike, lifelike. And visuals have an immense power of inspiration and motivation, because अगर हमने कोई तस्वीर देखी तो क्या हम उससे प्रभावित नहीं होते? क्या हमारा मन नहीं करता है कि हम भी ऐसे बनाएं? और वो रंग अगर उन्होंने यूज़ किया तो हमें लगता है अच्छा ये रंग और यूज़ कर लें. सो इट्स अ सेंस दैट ट्रैवल्स फ्रॉम द पिक्चर टू अस, एंड देयर इज अ ब्यूटिफुल बॉन्डिंग. एंड मेनी टाइम्स fashions are also motivated through visuals.
Yeah, ma'am, can you show a few examples?
Yeah,
I'm curious now.
Yeah, now I'll show you. These are some of the visuals that I collected. Now you can see this. This is a visual.
Cartoon.
It's a cartoon, and you can see the cartoon. What does it say? It was taken from an official record from the National Archives, and this is on the 1942 Quit India movement.
Okay.
And here you can see that what the visual is speaking. So they have a power to express how people must have felt at that time, and you have this visual that is being shown.
It says promises.
And then you can
Gandhiji
see,
saying, I have seen that trick before.
So this is how the Cripps mission was not accepted at that particular point of time. Then you have another, this is another cartoon that shows how the proposal of Cripps was not accepted by none of our leaders. And you can see Gandhiji, and then you can see these two personalities.
So no words are required with this cartoon.
Yes.
It's complete in itself.
It's complete, and it's a creative expression that how an event has been said without using any text.
True.
Then you can see some more visuals which is published, and which I thought it was used as a propaganda technique, and this cartoon has it's colorful, and you can see that here 3 languages are being used: Hindi, Bengali, and there is another one which is being used. So from the point of view of language also, they show how British atrocities were committed on the Indians, and therefore the need for Swaraj was the need of the time.
That was.
And this was a way through which they could relate it to the people.
Yeah.
And they have an immense impact. You can see for yourself.
Ma'am, even if there's no language written on the
Yeah,
poster,
yeah,
one can still understand.
yes.
So there's no language actually required to understand the visuals.
You're right. Sometimes language is not needed, but sometimes you have to decode, because if the children of an impressionable age, it assists them. Maybe you can put a question there, ponder, reflect, analyze, read with every cartoon, so that whatever they have in their minds, they can actually vent it out. The other way is also encouraging children by giving them a small assignment and asking them, now you visually express it. See the immense talent they have in themselves, and it's like, tapping the treasure within. Now, while reading about the Quit India movement, which I am talking about, there are narratives that talk about people's participation. Now, these narratives are just mentioned in the document, in the files, and normally the people who participated, sometimes their names are mentioned just in a hairline, one line, and sometimes they don't see, the light of the day in terms of their names. They are subsumed under the category of women, students. In such cases, if I want my narrative to become interesting, then what do I do? In that case, उस स्थिति में मैंने सोचा कि इसको स्केच करें. मैंने करवाया और मुझे लगा कि जो बात लिखी थी उसको अगर मैं चित्रित कर दूं तो इससे वो विषय बहुत ही रोचक होगा और वो भावना बच्चे आत्मसात कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप ये देखिए, उस वक्त प्रभात फेरी महिलाएं भी निकालती थी, पुरुष भी निकालते थे, और आप देख सकते हैं कि इस चित्र में आपको दिखेगा हाउ दे वर विमेन वर पार्टिसिपेटिंग. तो इस चित्र, इस स्केच may not be look alive, but they may give an idea that this is how the women were participating. कई बार उस वक्त के न्यूज़पेपर्स में थोड़ी बहुत चित्र मिलती है और हमारे आर्काइव्स और अन्य संग्रहालयों में है, लेकिन कई बार अगर आप इसको स्केच करवाएं, you can ask give the child such an assignment, see the creativity. Then many of our women were at that time imprisoned, and records say the conditions of the women in the prisons were not very happy, and to get that feeling of how it could be like, you can make a sketch. And this is a sketch which is also a component of visual understanding of a period that I and you have not lived.
Right.
Then here you can see it is mentioned in some of our records that the repression techniques were very, very severe, and here this visual will show you that at that particular point of time, women had to give up their jewelry. One is Swecha se. We know that women were giving to the Tilak Swaraj Fund. They did it voluntarily, but during this time of 42, it was a tactics of repression where they forcibly took jewelries of women, and this sketch connotes that. These are some ways, sketches are some ways through which you can understand a period that we do not know. There are written records, and that is how you can understand. Now this is another visual of a monument, a fort.
Right.
Now when you see the fort, you can start imagining that this structure looks so powerful.
Yeah.
And therefore, what was the material that was used that I spoke to you, and why does it stand today? Why was it built at a particular point of time, and why on a height? And if it is a plain, there's always a rampant.
Right.
You know? So
And I'm curious to see the rest of the structure now. And where exactly
Yes.
is it? So I'll look for more visuals and I would like to read the text related to this monument, right?
That's right. Now see, it has made you enthusiastic. You
Yeah.
want to be, you want to visit the place, you want to read about it, and you
Yes.
want to travel. So in a way, it can promote tourism, because it's not just taking you to a place, but when you see a visual, and many times even I do. Suppose मैंने कोई जगह देखी और मैं गई नहीं, तो मैं आजकल it's a digital age, और हम इस digital age में उसको तस्वीर YouTube में देखते हैं, तो कई बार मन करता है चलो हम भी चल पड़े. So that feeling comes, and with this visual, the activity that can be planned is, what are the places of historical and cultural importance? Suppose I'm going to a place for a different task. A question comes in my mind, and it should come in yours. Where is it located? Which state it is located?
Yeah.
What is the cultural significance? And if it is your school, it should arouse that. When did my school start? Who were the important leaders of the school? Any of my seniors who has earned laurels in performance, and where he or she is now? These questions will never make you forget what you're trying to locate visually, read about it, and relate. And that is why I talked about the process of mapping. Then the second is, when did it begin? Who patronized them? Then how should you preserve it, and why should you preserve it? These questions, when they come, and many more, these are certain limitations that I am talking out. मैं बहुत ही सीमित ढंग से कुछ सवाल आपके सामने रख रही हूँ, लेकिन जब आप ये सवाल खुद अपने आप करेंगे और जवाब आपके पास आएगा, आप कभी नहीं भूलेंगे. और ये असेसमेंट से भी जुड़ा हुआ है, क्योंकि जब हम कभी भी कोई क्वेश्चंस आंसर करते हैं, एक मेंटल इमेजरी होती है, और जब हम उस इमेजरी के साथ उस टेक्स्ट को जोड़ते हैं, हम कभी भी नहीं भूलते हैं. नाउ सपोज आई एम सिटिंग हियर एंड आई हैव बीन गिवन 4 सवाल मुझे मिलते हैं, तो मैं कैसे इसका जवाब ढूंढूं? इसका जवाब तो आपने मेंटली उसको फ्रेम किया है, और अगर आपने उसके साथ एक डायग्राम जोड़ा, तो आप कभी भी नहीं भूल सकते. और मैं एज ए स्टूडेंट ऐसे ही अपनी चीज़ों को याद करती थी, पॉइंट्स के माध्यम से. और इसी तरह आप मैप कर सकते हैं. देखिए, मैप पे सवाल आता है, और मैप एक तो हुआ कॉन्सेप्ट मैप, दूसरा हुआ मैप. आप मैप की इमेजरी बनाइए अपने मन में, और आप ये बताइए अगर इस जगह ये चीज़ लोकेटेड है, तो ये कहाँ है. एक बिंदु होता है, अपने हाथ से उस जगह पे डॉट लगाना, स्केल से उसका सेंटीमीटर नापना कि इसकी लोकेशन कहाँ हो सकती है, कोई नदी है कि नहीं. और मेंटली अगर आप उसको सोचें, एक विजुअल आपके सामने, एक विजुअल आपके अंदर होता है, उसका जो तालमेल हम जोड़ें, तो हम चीज़ कभी भी नहीं भूल सकते. ये केवल एक वस्तु का नहीं है, बल्कि कोई पर्सनालिटी भी हो सकती है. व्हाई डज अ पर्सनालिटी हेल्प अस? पिक्चर पोर्ट्रेट्स आपने कई अपनी किताबों में भी देखा होगा, आपने न्यूज़पेपर में भी देखा होगा, लेकिन जब हम उसकी तस्वीर देखते हैं, वी मे नॉट हैव सीन, बट द विजुअल्स इमेजरी वी हैव, एंड व्हेन यू लिंक द स्पीच विद द विजुअल, आप उस व्यक्ति की बात कभी भी नहीं भूल सकते. सो दिस इज द पावर ऑफ विजुअल. It makes alive the text, and visuals help us to learn, recall, innovate, create, and go further. They may also make us an innovator. They may bring interdisciplinary approach in practice. For example, if I talk of interrelationship, and I said this phenomena is interrelated with time, space, and institution. But if I put it diagrammatically, जैसे मैंने इसको ऐसे डाला, तो is not, please see this, is this not more meaningful? And in these spaces you may put the area of your interest. और जब आप ऐसे करेंगे, I am sure you will never forget. You will continue recalling and improvising on it. Because this is not just the sacrosanct के ऐसे ही बने, आप इससे भी बेहतर, सुंदर और कई रंगों का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. तो चित्रों की आप देख सकते हैं कितनी अहमियत है, और लिखने में, उसकी प्रस्तुति करने में कक्षा में, कक्षा के बाहर और असेसमेंट से भी इनका जुड़ाव बहुत है। और मैं मान के चलती हूँ कि आप करते हैं और आप और करिए, जिससे इन फ्यूचर you become a great orator, a great writer, a great artist. Everything is within you.
That's a very beautiful message you're giving to our viewers. And ma'am, okay, so I have a few more questions
Yes.
before we end this session.
Yes.
Ma'am, so you told us what is the importance of visuals, and but then what's the role of technology here? Because I
Yeah.
want to say that in the beginning, when the concept of visuals started, you told us that it started from the caves.
Yeah.
And even then, the visuals portion, the thing was there, existed. And even today, it is there. So then technology came in, and it's playing its own role.
Yeah.
But how are the visuals developing with the technology?
Well, technology has a tremendous scope. They bring the audio and the visual together, and they have the power of dissemination. Today, through YouTube, you can see this program sitting anywhere, isn't it? This is the power of technology.
That's right.
The other power of technology is that you can see the person live, absolutely live. It's not just the mute picture or the mute, the text here. Everything comes alive. You see the person speaking. It has the visual power, it has the speech power, it has the power to show the person per se. But if you want to understand the emotions, for that I think you have to be in touch with the person per se, because knowing the person and feeling the person is different from seeing it through a visual in the text or visual through a technology. They bond with us, but the bonding with the person is much more different. But to reach the unreached, this technology has a role, a very significant role, I would say. And today when I made the PowerPoint, it is there on the computer, though I have not used it. But this is again technology. If I stand in front of you and use chart papers, it will not have an effect, because I want to gauge your attention towards me. और जब दोनों का हम को एकत्रित कर लेते हैं, दोनों का इस्तेमाल करते हैं, voice and the technology, the power is immense. It reaches you.
Ma'am, let's use the PowerPoint then.
Okay.
And show our viewers that you have actually worked on a presentation, and it is equally important because it's a visual. So, ma'am, what all can visuals do?
Now you have a PPT there. Let me read
Yes.
it out. This is a visual that can learning to learn, learning to relate, learning to explore, innovate and create. This is what visuals can. You may add on to it, because nothing, as I said, is complete or sacrosanct. You have the power, and if you are creative, create another one. Show it in another way. You can.
It brings out the creativity of an individual, right?
That's right.
Okay.
To the optimum, because each one of us, we may be an artist inside, we may write a text, we may paint a text, we may use lines to show what it is, and I think anything that visuals can capture showcases the personality of a person. And many times you see children who have internalized the vocabulary of violence, अगर आप उनसे उनकी मन की बात पूछें, many times they don't tell because of so many reasons. But if you ask them, okay, then if you are not able to tell us, why don't you draw out? And many children have the capability of bringing out the negative outpour into a diagrammatic form. So I think it has a multifarious use, not only in terms of disseminating a subject or understanding a subject, but it also, as I said, relates to emotion and for addressing conflict and violence. What more can this creative methodology of visuals can do?
True.
So it has links with addressing conflict and violence.
Ma'am, do you have any message for our viewers?
Yes, I have a message for my viewers that, well, do not take it as something separate. Integrate it with your teaching and learning. Integrate it with your assessment, because if you make a concept map and draw linkages, you can answer questions very effectively without memorization. So,
All right.
that's what I have to say.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here and for giving us such an information. And to all the viewers, thank you so much for watching this video. And I have something for you. So if you need, we have a program here, guidance for students, exam helpline. If you have your exams nearby and you have any queries, any questions, any problems related to your exams, then please mail us or use the social media, our NCERT social media, to send your queries. And also you can call us. Our toll-free number is there on the screen, you can see that. So call us. Our email ID is ciet.kishormunch@gmail.com. that's the email ID. And social media, YouTube is there, you're watching us live. This NCERT live discussion was going on our YouTube channel, NCERT Official. And for now, I'm taking a leave. Tanvi Khurana signing off, but we'll come back again tomorrow, same time, 4 o'clock. Till then, namaste.